going to read The Boy Who Cried Wolf. It was retold by B.G. Hennessy and illustrated by Boris Kolikoff. The Boy Who Cried Wolf. There once was a shepherd. I'm so bored, he thought. All day long, all I do is watch sheep. All the sheep do is eat. Not only that, all they say is baa. Munch, 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 baa, answered the sheep. Nothing ever happens here. None of my friends come to play. I am the most bored boy in the world, thought the shepherd. Munch, 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 baa, answered the sheep. Oh dear, he's got his finger up his nose. I wonder if sheep ever get bored, he thought. He decided to teach the sheep some tricks. Good thing the sheep is there holding him back. He expected the sheep would be happy to learn something new, but none of them seemed interested. Munch, 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 baa, the sheep protested. Maybe they're playing hide and seek. What I need is a little excitement, said the shepherd. Well, what would be exciting? I know, he said. The shepherd boy jumped up from under his tree in the pasture and ran all the way into town yelling, Wolf, wolf, there is a wolf after my sheep. All of the town folk came running as fast as they could to help the shepherd boy protect his sheep. They looked everywhere for the wolf. No wolf in the pasture, no wolf on the hill, no wolf in the forest. Boy, that was a lot of townspeople. One of the shepherd boy's friends stayed with them for the rest of the day to make sure the wolf was really gone. This was a fun afternoon, thought the shepherd boy. He's got a fly on his nose. But the next day, munch, 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 baa. Life in the pasture was back to boring again. So the shepherd boy jumped up from under his tree in the pasture and ran into town, this time yelling, Wolves, 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 there are 2 wolves after my sheep. And just like the day before, everyone came running lickety-split to help the shepherd boy protect his sheep. And just like the day before, they looked everywhere for the wolves. No wolves in the pasture, no wolves on the hill, and no wolves in the forest. They must have run away, the shepherd boy explained. One of the boy's friends stayed with him for the rest of the day, this time to see if there really was a wolf. That was another fine afternoon, thought the shepherd boy after his friends had left. The next day, just when the shepherd boy was beginning to get bored again, he heard Lunch, 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 grrr. And lunch, 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 grrr. And lunch, 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 grrr. Uh-oh. And there, by the edge of the pasture, were 3 big hungry wolves. The sheep started running in all directions, and for the 3rd time the shepherd jumped up from under his tree in the pasture and ran into town, this time yelling, "Wolves, wolves, wolves! There are 3 wolves after my sheep!" But this time, no one came to help. This time no one believed him, and the shepherd boy spent the rest of the day looking for a sheep all by himself. Oh no. Oh, he couldn't find them. Can you find them? The end. And that was The Boy Who Cried Wolf.